What is up, everyone? And welcome back to Across the Board. Sponsored by who else but MoneyBall Metrics. You have your normal trio here on a Tuesday. You have myself, AlphaDog Bets, here with my guy, JD, from Line Movers. And below us with a new camera angle is Jefe from, you guessed it, Jefe Picks. Gentlemen, major free agency news is breaking today in the MLB. We have a beautiful basketball slate we're going to be diving into as well. JD, I'm going to start with you. Looking fresh today, as you always do. A little matching of the hat to the sweatshirt action. I see you, dog. I see you. What's going on?
Yeah, appreciate it. Everything's going good, man. Past couple days have been very busy, but that's a good thing.
We like busy.
So, yeah, happy to be able to be in this spot. And, yeah, man, tonight's slate, it doesn't really look like it's a banger slate, but there are some good spots there, so.
Oh, you've gotten me so excited for the slate, JD. Let me tell you. Jefe, over to you. New angle today. You're looking nice. You look good.
Thank you. Reporting live from a new room. I like to switch it up on you folks from time to time. And yeah, it's I'm excited to recap that game yesterday. And talk about what I think is going to be a very interesting rest of the year for the Philadelphia Eagles and honestly the Chargers. I walked away feeling like both teams lost.
Yeah, I definitely don't feel that, but interesting game there. You guys want to just dive right into it? I'm not even going to play the graphic because I'm pissed. That's how mad I am about it. We're going to jump right into the recap from yesterday. JD, I'm going to let you start. Actually, no, I'll start. The only play I had on the day was the Eagles. They should have won that game 47 times, but Jalen Hurts had his worst game as a professional, completely let them down. So many telegraph throws. He had missed so many open guys, just made so many wrong reads. It was a horrible game from Jalen Hurts. The Eagles as a whole didn't play terrible. It's hard to overcome 300 interceptions. So, Jabo, I agree. I've never seen a team want to lose as bad as they did last night. The Eagles did everything in their power to win. They were in that game with, 300 turnovers, and it came down to a minute and a half in overtime, and that's when they lost it, even with all those turnovers. JD, how'd you do yesterday? What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, man. Overall, ended up being a little bit of a down day because we needed a team or just a college basketball game. We needed 6 points in the last 4 minutes of the game, and that somehow did not hit. So that's what made it a losing day compared to a winning day. But that's just how it goes sometimes. But we did make that money up and had a positive day if you watched the live line last night. We hit a bunch of live plays. The only play I had on the game pregame was the Chargers team total over. And that did end up getting there for us. That was good. As far as the biggest play during the live show last night was the Eagles team total over 15. That ended up getting there for us. For Hurts to throw interception number 3, we hit that at plus 230. And then for him to throw interception number 4, we had that at plus 750.
What did you hit on his interception number 19? How much odds did you get on that one that clearly hit?
Man, that was these Monday night games for his live streams, they've been so bad, man. For weeks and weeks.
So bad.
And this game at least got fun because it was just so many turnovers from both sides. And then Hurts, like you're saying, man, he was just making some terrible throws.
How about the interception to fumble for himself? The double turnover. Let me tell you something. I lost my fantasy. It didn't matter. I was locked into the 4th seed for the playoffs either way. But I lost my fantasy matchup by a half a point with Hurts as my quarterback.
Yeah, like that was literally a -4 just on that one play.
On one play, yeah. He finished with negative. If I didn't start a quarterback, I would have won.
Yeah, I think I saw something where if he would have just grounded the ball every time, he would have had a better QBR or something like that.
Yeah. No, he was as bad as you can be. He was as bad as you can be.
I don't know, man. I want to see the Eagles do bad. That's just where I am in life currently. So yeah, it was just funny to me. The coaching at the end of the game was still poor. Sirianni always seems to fuck it up. Then that last throw that Jalen made, I don't know why he even made that throw.
On first down.
Right.
In the red zone.
It made no sense. That was like, yeah, that was a lot of things about that game just didn't make this. But no, it just proved the point that we've been saying for like weeks now and almost the entire year. This Eagles team is just
Not the same. They're not last year's team.
It's just not it. And especially with these guys out. As far as actually like Saquon, he finally had
He was decent. He was decent.
Yeah. I'm not sure how many yards he finished with, but it had to be up around 100 though.
Yep.
So I mean it was good to see that, but it was just surprising just how bad Hurts was, and that was I feel like that was such an Eagles spot, and like that was their game, like it was up to them. I mean it was just theirs, and yeah, I'm just happy that I stayed off them. So.
There we go. Jefe, how about you? What did you think of the games yesterday? How did you do overall?
Overall, we did fine. We got lucky on putting a lot on Saquon anytime touchdown, Saquon over rushing yards, Saquon over rushing and receiving yards. He hit all three of those basically on one run. The only, honestly, best play that the Eagles had all night. But regardless of that, I really want to speak to the bigger picture here. I don't know what happened. I can't blame any one person. But whatever Jalen Hurts had, he doesn't got anymore. And
an offensive line. He had time before.
No,
he doesn't have as much time.
I'm sorry. There were many a play. The offensive line was not even an issue. It was his placement, the inability to put the ball where it needed to be. The offensive line wasn't an issue on the last interception. He had a rollout. He had all time in the world. Matter of fact, he had Goddard open under Dotson.
What J-Bo just said, 5 yards down the field for a nice gain. He could have had him.
Ridiculous. One interception was not his fault. A.J. Brown also isn't doing his best. And A.J. Brown,
he also had a horrible
catches
game.
The same throw, I don't know, like a quarter later or whatever it was, that he missed and got intercepted on. Fine. That's not on Hurts. The others were all on Hurts. The interception, fumble play, crazy play I've ever seen.
Just go down with the ball. Why are you trying to run with it at that point? After
the interception was totally his fault.
And then he got the ball and he
totally
tried running
with
it.
And he gets the ball. Listen, Dad, I'm not going to blame. That's a scrum. That's fine. That interception was horrible. Devontae Smith, wide receiver, was being covered like all over him on the front and on the back. It was a back safety help that got the interception. Jalen Hurts did not. And this is another week where I am going to tell you that his just smug face of no emotion is starting to really piss me off. It would really get to me as an Eagles fan right now. Buddy, you just threw 4 interceptions and not technically, you had 5 turnovers. Okay, so you had 5 turnovers and 0 passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, anything. I'd like for you to be a little angry. I'm sorry. I'd like for you to just sow a little emotion. And you know what really is the most interesting fact out of all this? The Eagles defense had probably their best game of the year.
Yep.
7 sacks, 11 quarterback hurries. I'm starting to think the Cowboys are not dead.
Well, that kept them alive.
No. But I don't mean like mathematically. I mean like real. Like I need to look at who the Cowboys' last 4 games are versus who the Eagles' last 4 games are.
I can tell you who their last game is, the Cowboys, the New York Football Giants.
Well,
as far as the Eagles are
the Eagles have one really, 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 really tough game. They go to Buffalo in like a week or 2.
And then they play the Commanders twice.
And then the Giants. Commanders twice. And the Cowboys for the Giants. The Eagles play. Let me pull it up here. We can go over it in full. Eagles. Here we go. Yeah, you're right. Commanders twice and the Bills. And you forgot one opponent, a very tough Vegas Raiders in there as well. So the Eagles have a cakewalk.
Eagles have a cakewalk. Eagles have a cakewalk. But would it absolutely shock me if the Commanders take 1 of 2? Would not at all. I don't think they're going to Buffalo and win. So with the Eagles going 2-2, and let's just play a game where the Cowboys go 4-0, would that do anything?
Yes, the Cowboys would pass them, I believe, because they would have the tie. So they're in the win column, the Cowboys are 2 back, but only 1 back in the loss column because of the tie, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check here. Cowboys are 6-1. Yes, so that they would win if that was the case because of the tie.
Hang on, let me pull some up here. Where y'all?
And then what are the Cowboys' last 4 games? Well, we know they're the Giants. What are their next 3 games before that?
I just had it here. Let me go back.
Just try to see if they can go undefeated. They can win their one against the Giants.
They have the Chargers. I know that. They have the Giants. They have the Minnesota Vikings and the Commanders.
Okay, so Vikings is Sunday Night Football this week. They
could go 4-0. They can go 4-0.
Chargers, and I'm going to get to them in 1 second. They can win that game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? I'm sorry.
Commanders.
Dude, the Cowboys can go 4-0 here.
Correct.
Okay, that's my point. I wanted to speak about the Chargers really quick, guys. I don't think Justin Herbert can make it.
I mean, with his bad hand, yeah.
I don't think he can make it. There were so many plays yesterday. There were so many plays yesterday where it was so evident that he was, I don't know how other words use this, handicapped.
Yes.
Like so many plays where I think he could have maybe got another second if this hand wasn't just literally a club, right?
Yeah.
Like he was just using it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that was the reason he got sacked 7 times. I think he might have been able to get out of maybe 1 or 2 maximum in terms of getting the ball away, not completing the pass, but just getting the ball away and avoiding a sack.
And he did that plenty of times too. He got ready. He avoided.
Yeah, and he did. He did. By the way. And listen, his fourth quarter design runs by Harbaugh should be put into the Louvre in terms of perfect fucking play calling. Twice to take the ball out of the gut of Vidal and run it where nobody thought he was running it because people thought he was immobile. I give Justin Herbert a lot of credit for that. FYI, side note, he was a complete dickhead to Lauren Rutledge.
Yeah, he was. Everyone's talking
interview.
about that.
It was all over social media. Dude, is this your first NFL game? You win the game, you're the quarterback, you do the damn interview, then go celebrate. Like, why you got to be a douchebag? I thought that was 100%. Bad. But regardless, okay.
That was intentional. News? Yeah, we're going to talk about the Edwin Diaz signing.
Sorry. Do you know the Chargers' last 4 games? They can go 0-4.
Yeah, definitely.
Chiefs, Texans, Cowboys, somebody else.
Let me pull it up here. Chiefs, Texans, Cowboys, and the Broncos.
Brother,
yep,
they could go 0-4.
They sure
can.
And
if I'm any of those teams, I am blitzing 95% of the time on defense. Maybe even 99. Fuck it.
Yep. And we'll go over all that on Friday when we go into this week's NFL show. So we'll go into
did you guys not agree? Forward. Did he not look
100%. 100%.
He is just like at one point I asked myself, I was like, are they gonna bring in Lance? Like, this guy looks immobile.
Yeah, no, but I mean he got the job done, they got the win, good for them. He competed. He made some good plays. He escaped a decent bit. He got the ball out. But the Eagles' defense was swarming yesterday. They played a very good defense.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I like giving credit still, man.
Me too.
Because not just the hand and wrist thing. I mean, like, he got hit hard.
He was getting popped all game.
Oh, he was getting popped.
Like, and he was still running the ball. Like you said, he made some great runs.
Yep.
I mean, like,
they got saved by a stupid fucking holding call by putting on Mitchell. It was 3rd and 10. That call would have made it 4th and 10. They would have had to complete a miracle first down. Eagles with the ball back. Chargers had no more timeouts. Saved by the fucking refs.
I actually think that was a makeup call.
So did I. I thought it was a makeup call as well because they.
I thought I couldn't believe it when they got that 4th and 1, and then they got the neutral zone infraction in overtime.
Yeah.
But I hate to say it, that was the perfect call. Jordan Mailata did the exact book, what you should do by the book when the opponent goes into the
move.
It was a perfect call.
Move. Yep, 100%. All right, let's move on.
Fucking past the Dallas card. It was right there.
I know. And Andy wouldn't had the pancakes. Andy needed it. I was watching it, peeling back the curtain. We are in a pancake challenge league. Me and Jefe with our high school buddies. If you get dead last in the league, you have to do the 24 hours in an IHOP or eat 24 pancakes. You can combine the time. So let's say you're there for 12 hours and you eat 12 pancakes, then you can leave. Our buddy lost the entire league, and all he had left was Dallas Goedert. He was like 2 points behind in a PPR. So if they would have just dumped it off, he would have got out of the pancake. So there was a lot of ramifications we're all watching in that spot in my league, and I'm sure a lot of other of you out there know what I'm talking about because yesterday wrapped up basically the regular season of all fantasy football leagues. You know who your pancake is. You know who your loser is, your Sacco, whatever you want to call them. I'm sure a lot of people are in the same boat. We're watching all of that. But let's move over to the MLB, guys. Let's talk about quickly the Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers deal. Highest paid AAV for any relief pitcher in baseball history. 3 years, $69 million. The bad boys get badder. And the Dodgers add the one piece, in my opinion, they really need. They had their bullpen last year, averaged a 4.71 ERA, and they're adding in the best closer on the market, top 3 closer in the league, guaranteed. And they get the trumpet man, Edwin Diaz. JD, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean,
What's up, Brucey? What's up, Greg?
I'm looking at it right now. Give me 1 second. Dodgers to win the World Series next year are still plus 320. If you haven't bet it, you probably should. This Giants team,
I was going to say, which Giants?
This Dodgers team.
They're I mean, if you call 37-year-old Sonny Gray's ahead, who's never been able to pitch in a major market, a big stack, I don't really think that's a huge signing. Trust me.
Yeah. We like talk about this during the baseball season. They didn't even have all of their pieces as far as the Dodgers. Like, they still had pieces hurt and actually out. So this next season, they're going to be even better, guys, and they're just adding better pieces. So, like, I just don't see it, man. I just really think this Dodgers team is going to be so far beyond everybody else. This is somebody that they didn't really need to technically add, but they're doing it and just like be like cuz type of thing and just kind of flexing. And if actually like you're a Dodgers fan, I mean, then you're super happy about this. If you're like not a Dodgers fan, you're like, what the fuck?
The rich get richer, right? That's exactly what it is. Jefe, what are your thoughts on the big deal?
I think baseball is a sham of a sport.
I mean, come on. This is what the Yankees did for 30 years, so I'm not mad about it. But other teams need to fucking
No. I think baseball is a sham of a sport. I think everything they do is they continue to think that we're watching these games on black and white television. The way that they refuse to have a salary cap is ruining the sport. Absolutely ruining the sport.
I think it's the best part about the sport. That's what that's what European.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want to just continue to watch the Dodgers get every number?
No, I want to see the fucking Yankees and the other major markets do what they've done throughout history and pay.
No,
buy who you want, but pay.
No, that's not how the world works anymore. Especially when you have well, you don't understand this, and this is where we're really going to get into the sports business. The Dodgers are owned by a venture capitalist group, which means here's what they do: they take these contracts that are deferred, and instead of paying Ohtani $70 million a year, they pay him very little, and then they take those savings and put it into their capital firm. And what happens is that money that they were supposed to pay Ohtani actually becomes more valuable. That 70 turns into 100. Thus, not only are they not paying these players, they're paying them later, they're making money on their money, right? It is genius. But guess who doesn't get to do that? Every single other team who isn't owned by a venture cap firm. Steinbrenner family owns the Yankees. Steinbrenners don't own anything else. They're not from oil. They're not from tech. They're not from anything, right? Like, name an owner. They have a business that they made money in, and they bought the team as another way, and then maybe got passed down to the family. But either way, it's rare to find the owner where the team is where they make their money from, right? The Yankees are that team. Steinbrenners make their money from the Yankees. They run a for-profit business. So they want to stay under 300 because that's the number that they did, where they're like, listen, at the end of the day, we got to run this sports team like we would run a goddamn car dealership, like we would run a McDonald's, like we would run an urgent care, like we would run a bagel shop. We're not running a charity. We are in this to make money. So if their number is we have to keep this salary under 300 million because that's what we, after all our expenses on our P&L, 300 million is the most we could spend on our players to make this profitable. And at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but when you own a business, maybe making money is more important than winning a championship to you. Maybe it's at the same level. You know where it's not the same level? A venture capitalist firm.
You know where it's not the same level? Every other country in the world. We're the only one that do a salary cap. Go talk to Barcelona. Go talk to any team in England. Go talk to any team in Italy. The biggest sport in the world. It's an American thing. It's an American thing.
Good. I'm sorry. Is baseball played in Rome?
In Canada.
The point is, baseball is outdated. I'm starting to actually hate baseball. First of all, the way that Kyle Schwarber and Edwin Diaz just signed on Tuesday, December 9th at 11:30.
No, I do hate that. I do hate that.
Guys, look around. You know how much, Alpha, you know this. The NFL's probably fourth most money-making day is free agency.
Absolutely. I think the free agency system is a joke.
Even the NBA, they do the free agency right. Hockey, okay, I get it. It's not extremely like that popular to that level. But it's just hilarious to me how much MLB continues to get wrong. And I really
I agree.
believe the salary cap is a humongous thing. I'm sorry, guys. You want to watch another season where now the Dodgers? Listen, I'm not a big Edwin Diaz guy. I actually think it's ridiculous. They just gave him the highest average annual value contract for a relief pitcher. Okay. Also, we need to talk about what this means for the Mets. Devin Williams, your closer. Did you not watch TV last year? I'm.
You know what it means for the Mets? They're getting Pete Alonso back.
Oh, I don't actually. I don't think so. I don't think Pete would go to the Mets even if they paid him the most money because Pete is pissed and rightfully so. They treated him like shit last offseason with an owner that, by the way, this is what pisses me off about the Mets now. He could do the same thing that the Dodgers are doing.
Correct.
He's actually the only owner who has more money to his name than the Dodgers, who is a fucking firm.
Yep, I agree to that. 100%.
He just throws out these lineups. Every year, as a Mets fan, I would be going psychotic. I have the richest owner, not in baseball, but in sports. And every year it's like, well, we could have good hitting, but then we can't spend on pitching. Oh, we could have good pitching, but then we can't spend on hitting. Why?
Yep, I'm with you 1,000%.
I
agree with you.
Why?
But yeah, Jefe, just
sorry, I went on a rant. Go.
Oh, no, you're good. I just had to let you know though. That as far as in actually Rome, yes, baseball is in actually Rome, they have a high A baseball team for the Braves there.
Yeah, maybe Rome, Texas.
Rome, Georgia.
There you go.
They are the I believe they are the Emperors.
Wow. I mean, that's a great name. It's a great name to be the Emperors. Mets open to moving David Peterson to look for more the Mets are in shambles. The Mets are in fucking shambles right now. Let's go over one more free agent signing, which I don't have a lot to say. It's going to be Kyle Schwarber back to the Phillies for 5-year, $150 million. The only thing I have to say, signing a player to a 5-year deal that's already in a position where he can't play the field. So essentially he's a permanent DH for $30 million a year. Let me tell you what happened with Giancarlo Stanton. Ask me in 3 years how the end of this Phillies deal is going to go. Granted, I think the first couple years will be fine, but the back end of this deal is going to be
I'm a little bit shocked.
Brutal. I am too. What are your thoughts? Go with your thoughts.
Listen, he's amazing. Obviously, he got a good enough deal where I think he left money on the table, but it probably wasn't from a team of the caliber of the Phillies.
Yeah, probably the Pittsburgh Pirates were rumored to be offering him a big deal.
I thought it was the Reds. It
was the Pirates offered the big deal. The Reds are who he was interested in because he grew up there.
Yeah.
And then the Phillies are who we all kind of figured he'd go back to.
I mean, it's kind of like, okay, he signed. I mean, he probably had his best year he could possibly. He hit his plateau last year.
Yeah, he did.
He's not having a better year than he had last year.
I agree.
Even with the year he had last year, Phillies weren't all that in a bag of chips. So for me, this is like, okay, cool. He deserves it.
I agree.
Cool. I think Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers, adding another arm to their bullpen. I don't even know what, like, why are we playing the regular season in the NL West anymore?
No, you're the only way anyone has a chance in the NL, and I hate to say this. It's horrible for me to say. I don't even like to put it in the universe. Injuries. Same thing that happened last year where they lost a lot of their pitching staff. That's the only way anyone has
they
a
lost
chance.
a lot of their pitching staff, and then the Japanese pitcher who they signed who sucked ended up being the greatest closer in the history of the world, and Yamamoto could pitch 7 days in a row.
Correct. So we'll see how this one plays out. JD, any thoughts? I agree. JD, any thoughts?
I mean, no. Like that. It's kind of where, you just kind of thought that he was going to end up there.
Yep.
To be honest, I thought the contract was going to be for actually more. But
what Footy just said is 100% true. I didn't know what year their CBA is up. It's going to be a big problem because you're going to basically have. I don't even know who's going to be on the Dodgers side in terms of they have multiple. MLB has multiple issues. International money there needs to be a way to control it. You cannot just be like, oh, you want to go to the Dodgers because it's the closest team to Japan? Sure, rock and roll, everybody. No, it can't be like that. Just fucking make it normal, like everybody else. Oh my God, this sport is. It just pisses me off to know. Oh,
I'm with you.
Alpha, what do you think the Yankees are going to do?
Nothing. They've made that very clear. I don't think they're going to get Kyle Tucker. At most, Cody Bellinger, but the Yankees are saying they have to stay under $300 million.
Because this man is looking at
No, you know what the reason is? Because the Yankees have to pay an extraordinary amount to pay back the new stadium they built a couple years ago, and that's going on the P&L this year. If they didn't have the stadium they were paying back, they could go up to like $350 million. They said, whatever it is, it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Alpha,
They've made hundreds of million every year. They've made hundreds of million every year. It doesn't matter.
But you're proving the point. Okay, they have bad debt. They have to pay the stadium. Fine. This is the year where the bad debt starts. He's running a business. He's not going to take a $50 million loss to bring in Kyle Tucker so that they can lose in the ALCS.
They should. They've profited over $100 million every year for the last 30 years. You can use a little when you got to repay the fucking stadium fees. That period of the story.
Once again, this is why baseball is just. Well, there's 3 reasons. A, I just don't understand what the Mets are doing. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
This is now what? This is year 3 or year 4 under the ownership? Year 3. No, year 4. This is year 4. And every year they have come out with a lineup that says we can't do both. We can't have great pay. We're not going to pay for pitching and pay for hitting. One of them is going to have to be the young guys coming up. And my question is, why?
I agree. I don't think they need to finance it that way, but more to come. I have a feeling we're going to start getting free agency news every single day. These were the first big dominoes, so we'll recap every big deal as we get them. But gentlemen, I think it's time we get into a little college basketball. You ready to transition?
Yes, sir.
Whatever.
Let's get after it. I put up baseball, by the way, in the beginning, and Jefe's like, why'd you put up the baseball? Then this guy wanted to talk about it for 3 hours, so maybe that's why I put up the baseball. But now we move into a little college hoops. Yes,
yeah. Right before we get into it, just going to answer this question super quick. Monzi, I don't necessarily hate this parlay, but I think I'm going to play Columbia in a different way, and that's going to be a VIP play. So just wait a little bit and till after the show. And actually, I will be sending that play out.
There we go. All right, gentlemen, we're going to start with Illinois versus Ohio State. Illinois coming in 13th ranked in the nation. They are 7-2. Ohio State comes in 7-1, and they are not ranked in this game. Leading scorer for each team, Boswell for Illinois, averaging 17 per game. And Thornton, who returned to Ohio State, is averaging 20.1 points per game. Let's get into it. Illinois is coming in off an impressive win over Tennessee, 75-62. On the other side, Ohio State beat Northwestern, 86-82. JD, this one's a very close line. ESPN BPI has this basically as an even game. What do you like in this one?
Yeah, I don't know if I can really see this as an even game. As far as actually like Illinois here, when you're looking at these teams like actually starting 5, yes, they are very close. I don't give a big edge to either team there. But as far as the Illinois bench, that's where the difference here is. They do have the much better bench. And actually they can rotate in more guys who can actually play well. So as far as the side, that's where I would lean. This number's going up though, guys. This number was around 3. It's up to 4.5 or even 5.5 now. At the pace that Ohio State is going to want to play this game, because they are home and, the home teams normally dictate pace. Yep. I would have to lean over. The number is already sitting up there pretty high. The only thing I'm really looking at here would be the Illinois team total over. Let me see exactly where it is currently. It's at 83.5. Yeah, if I was to play, and I still may have a play on, that would be the only way that I would play. It would actually be that Illinois team total over.
There we go. Jefe.
I'm liking Illinois here. They have 2 losses on the season, but I mean, I guess I could say they're good losses. At home versus UConn. Not sure if this was at home or neutral site versus Bama earlier in the year. A good win over Tennessee is their most recent game. And then you look at Ohio State, and Notre Dame is okay. Northeastern is okay. They lost to Pitt in Pittsburgh. Just think Illinois is a little more battle-tested right now than Ohio State is.
I'd agree.
And for that reason, being that this is their first conference game somehow, I'm rolling with the Illini. I'm rolling with the Euro team.
There we go. Well, Jefe, I have some big news. And JD, I have some big news. I'm with you guys. I know JD's on the team total. Jefe is on Illinois. I'm also on Illinois. I think they win this game by close to double digits. It will be a VIP for me, VIP play for me, and I think we see this one turn out pretty easily in our favor. So let's go Illinois, score a lot of points, and get it done for the boys on this set. All right, gentlemen, you ready to move into game 2?
Yes, sir.
This one, to me, is at least the game of the night. We have the Florida Gators, who are 18th in the country. They're 5-3 on the year, though, taking on the UConn Huskies, who are 8-1 on the year. This game is being played at Madison Square Garden. It is a neutral court game here. It's the Jimmy V Classic presented by Modelo. We all know the storylines of these two teams. Florida's coming in off a crushing loss against Duke, 67-62. UConn is coming in off a impressive win against the East Texas A&M Lions. I'm sarcastic about an impressive win, but they got it done. In the span of their last 3 games, they did defeat Kansas and Illinois outside of that Eastern Texas A&M Lions, so they have played some good teams. Jefe, we'll start with you. We got the Florida Gators. We got your UConn Huskies. What do you like here?
I'm going with my UConn Huskies. Florida has a backcourt problem, in my opinion.
Yeah, Xavier Lee has not been the guy they thought he would be.
Yeah, Xavier Lee is not it. I actually think Boogie Flannel's playing pretty well. But Xavier Lee is not. And UConn in their backcourt has no problems. And I just think UConn is a better team right now than Florida is right now. Will I be saying this in March? I don't know. I think so. But Florida has players that literally just won a championship. Not a lot of them, because a lot of them went to the Florida, a lot of them went to the NBA and a lot of them transferred out. But I mean, I think UConn is a better, well-rounded basketball team. I also think that UConn fans will show up a little more than Florida fans will be to the Garden, and it'll be a little tiny bit more of a home court advantage for the Huskies. So I'll take the Huskies here on the -4.5. I also don't mind parlaying these last 2 money lines, Illinois, UConn.
Yeah, I feel the exact same way you do. I'm going to be on UConn here. I think they get this one done, and the backcourt is the main reason I'm taking them as well. Xavier Lee was a guy at Princeton who absolutely lit up the stat sheet. He was putting up 20 to 30 points in multiple games frequently. He's averaging 8 points per year for this Gators team. They were banking on him being the big addition to the backcourt who could just fill up the stat sheet. And unfortunately for them, he has not been that so far, and he hasn't even been remotely close to what they thought he was going to be able to be. For that reason, I'm taking UConn. Has a lot of veterans, a lot of guys that have been there before, a lot of guys who have played in the tournament, guys that have been in big games, and that's exactly what I'm backing. Solo ball and the UConn boys. Give me UConn here. JD, over to you.
You know, yeah, just like what y'all said, we've been saying it the entire year so far, is the Florida backcourt. That is definitely where their issue is. Both of these teams against the spread this year have not been good. Florida is actually 2-6 against the spread, and UConn is 3-6. The only bright spot for either of these teams is actually Florida on the road, where they are 2-0. I know this is a neutral site game, so it doesn't technically
I get
count.
that, though. But it'll feel like a road game for them because MSG is a second home for UConn. They play a lot of games at MSG.
Yes, correct.
I get that.
And guys, this just seems like a super low or a super good buy low spot on Florida here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to actually to make that bet. I'm definitely not there yet. I definitely need to spend some more time with this game. But for me, this is going to be Florida or either pass.
There we go. I respect it. And we got a little breaking news as well about the Edwin Diaz signing. The Mets offered him 3 years, $66 million. So essentially the exact same deal that the Dodgers did, but the Mets had heavy deferrals in it. So they're doing the Dodgers move, doing the deferrals. He said, no, don't want that. Taking the extra $3 million and going to the Dodgers. So he could have stayed with the Mets. He could have, for basically the same money. He elected to move on to the bad boys out west. Interesting storyline there. All right, gentlemen, let's move on to the National Basketball Association. There's only 2 games in the NBA tonight, and guess what games we're going to be covering? Both of them. So let's dive into the first game on the NBA slate, which is going to be the Florida battle. We got the Miami Heat. We got the Orlando Magic. This game, the line's been fluctuating. We had it as essentially a pick 'em before the show. Let me see what it's moved to now. And right now, money line is even. This is the dumbest thing ever. You can get the Heat on the money line at -108, but you can also get the Heat at -1 at also -108. Why would you ever do that? Okay, I digress. We have an even line here. We got the Heat. We got the Magic. Both teams come in with identical records, 14-10 on the year. Laundry list of injuries for both teams. The Wagner boys, both of them are out for the Orlando Magic, as well as Colin Castleton. On the other side, it's true game time decisions with Davion Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Pell Larson, and Drew Smith. Obviously, Terry Rozier is still out. Jefe, you're the NBA guru around here. The Magic have won both games they've played this year so far. Last game, the Magic won 106-105. First one, they won 125-121. Been very close games. This is the third game between these two teams, and it is the third game in a row that the Magic are the home team. Jefe, what do you like in this spot?
Nothing like a 6 o'clock NBA Cup tip on a Tuesday on Amazon.
Come on, baby.
I mean, a tale as old as time. Me and my grandfather used to get in front of the old black and white television and watch the NBA Cup at 6 p.m. on a Tuesday on Amazon Prime all the time. So this really brings back a lot of nostalgia.
I'm glad to hear it.
Who planned this game at 6 o'clock? That's what I want to know. Why? Who's what? It's Florida. Like, what?
Well, we're the quarterfinals now, so these were never planned games. Like, there's a
okay.
Look at
tomorrow's normally timed quarterfinals Cup games. I just don't understand. Whatever. I don't care. How about this? I don't care about the timing.
You're the one who brought it up,
Matt. I'm just. MLB's pissed me off so much. It's bleeding into other sports.
All right, let's get our pick out here, Jefe. Come on, baby.
I'm going with the Heat here. Magic just lost Franny for about a month, and Franny's their best player. And now they're without both Wagners. And, I mean, they were barely hanging on with one. Now they don't got none. No Wagners? Possible Tyler Hero playing? Possible? Give me the Heat.
Yeah, they've lost the first two of the season. I think they get one back tonight without Franny. I'm with you 1,000%. Don't even care if they get Hero in the game. I think the lineup they could put out there without Hero will still be able to defeat this Magic team, so I'm going to be all over it. What are you cackling about?
I got a joke for you. ESPN's injury report has Terry Rozier as a return date of December 18th. Not so fast.
I know. I saw that too. I wasn't going to say anything, but I did laugh at that. Yeah, we're not going to see Teddy Roosevelt. We're not going to see him ever again in an NBA game. JD, over to you. What do you got in the Battle of Florida?
You know, I was just about to say, I think I'm going to bet that actually like a Florida team wins here. And
I bet you're right.
And then you're just actually move on.
Back to the Pedialyte. Very good.
Yeah, no, seriously, guys. I am not paying attention to NBA whatsoever right now.
Okay.
Good. Very good. Very good.
Great. You could have lied. You could have lied.
No.
Tune in to tomorrow's show where JP will give another amazing riveting NBA take, and I will rip apart the NL West.
Right. The viewership, the viewers out there, man, I just can't spew a bunch of bullshit to them. So yeah, like I'm just gonna pass here.
You could have done the old line where it's like, you know, better spots on the board tonight. Not really into them. You could have done with that. Would have been acceptable. That would have been acceptable.
Guys,
there are
we
definitely
all know JD is locked in. Idaho State is playing the Montana State Grizzlies today, 11 p.m. All right, and he's locked in on the team total first half under.
JD, I've switched the game at the bottom.
Oh,
why I'm
NBA
doing
Cup this,
the finger.
NBA Cup that. You know what time it is, baby.
Break it down, Jefe. Come on.
Let me tell you something. I think the Knicks win the NBA Cup. Do I want them to? Absolutely not. I literally, please God, no. But if they win today, they play in Vegas on Saturday, I guess, which is a big deal to absolutely.
The players get money, so they like.
Yeah,
it.
no. And I, in all seriousness, though, Knicks have had the Raptors number ever since this trade.
And you know who's out tonight
For the Raptors? IQ.
And
RJ?
The other, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Dumb and Dumber. Let me tell you, is Carl playing or is he still being a little bitch? There's not
Game time decision.
Got it. Typical Carl shit. Probably stole like something from a freaking duty-free shop when he was a kid. Is never allowed back in Canada. Idiot.
Jesus. I don't know if you guys seen the World Cup news today, but because you said that, Iraq, like half of their team was in the Iraqi Republic Army. And the United States is saying now that's a legally designated terrorist group in the United States. So Iraq right now is facing for the World Cup not being able to bring at least half their players. That's a big story in soccer news today.
Yes, the Islamic Republic of Iran is really going to have a tough time coming over to America.
They have some good players though. They have a team.
They're going to have a rough time.
No, they said it's like 8 of the 11 starters right now have had service. So
we will be breaking down all nations, every single nation, closer to the World Cup. Alpha's
Absolutely.
got. I mean,
I'm so
you gotta
serious.
hear Alpha's breakdown on Morocco. It's unbelievable. Everybody knows Hakimi, but he knows everybody else. And I am really.
I was gonna say, that's like one of the teams you can't pick. Like they're actually one of the good ones.
No, stop.
I mean, if you go to me and say
they have one of the
Curacao,
best defenders in the world, and that's
they finished third or fourth in the last World Cup. They were in it.
Hakimi
They
went
had
on
plenty of guys.
Hakimi went on a generational.
It wasn't just a game. Okay, we're not doing
It
it.
is just
We'll do this closer to
Hakimi.
it.
Name me
We'll
one
do-
player.
we'll do-
Name me one player. Name me one player. And
On which team?
And put no, fingers up, hands up, hands up.
I know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Wait. You mean for Morocco's national team?
Yeah.
I can't believe I can't get players this fast. This is taking me way too long.
It's just Hakimi everywhere.
They got a lot of Hakimis, I'm going to be honest.
A lot of Hakimi, and I love
Hakimi.
Hakimi, but I just don't think he's going to be a good one. Anyway,
you don't think he's going to be a good one? Okay, very good.
No, I just don't think Morocco is going to be successful. Hakimi's great. I just don't think they're going to be successful. We'll get.
What do you mean? Tariq Sudali has been unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I love that guy. I'm going to get a jersey. Knicks Raptors. I'm taking the Knicks. Actually, this line was at 4.5. When I looked at it, I swear to God, no more than an hour ago. It's already at 5.5. No Carl. Yes, Carl. Doesn't matter. I actually rather have no Carl, to be very honest with you. Less blood pressure on my end. Knicks need to start stacking up away wins. This is a serious note. You can't take yourself seriously as a championship contender and be horrible on the road. This is a good spot in Toronto against a team that's a little bit hobbled. By the way, props to the Raptors.
They've been good.
I didn't think they'd be as good. BI actually is a good signing.
Yep, I agree.
Line is now at 5.5, and I think
five even on FanDuel. 5 even on
FanDuel.
FanDuel.
5 even on FanDuel. We already said.
I'm taking that, by the way, to save time. I am taking that.
Yeah. I think the Knicks get this. Yeah.
There we go.
This is such clearly like a Knicks play. Yeah.
There we go. I agree more. Anything else from you guys? I know why Jefe's not paying attention because he's reading a group text that I also got right now. Read it later. I'm not worrying about that. Not worrying about that. OG and Quickly Revenge game. Is Quickly out?
Joe, there we go.
No,
Joe,
he's in.
drop actually your best player prop of the day.
There we go. And while we're doing that, fellas, that's going to do it for the breakdown today. Kind of a shorter show, but not really. It's still 12:45. You guys ready to get into a little best bets action?
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, JD loves the best
Most
bets
definitely.
action. All right, let's get into it. Oh, I forgot to ask if you're ready. Are you ready?
I definitely was not.
Best bets! They're powered by
Clearly.
us today. Jefe, what are your best bets of the day?
Knicks -5. Put it down. Stamp it. Stamp pick. It's a stamped pick.
I can't believe you just did that. All right, I'm also the Knicks -5. JD, over to you.
Guys, this is a simple one. You have Bucknell. You have the Bucknell Bison, and they're playing the Ryder Bronx. Bison is always gonna stomp out a damn Bronco. Okay, it's just math.
It's so true. I mean,
Give me Bucknell. I will have to say VIP did actually play the money line here at -115. That has moved up into -150, -160 range. I would not play the money line now, but I still would lay the 2.5 points. So my best bet for the show is Bucknell -2.5 points.
There we go.
Alpha, tell the world why you're on Ryder.
Rider University in New Jersey. That's why. I'm not on Rider today, guys. I'm not on Rider. Getting a VIP from Dirigible. I like saying Dirigible. It's a fun thing to say. All right, boys. I think that's going to do it. I don't have anything else to say. JD, you have anything else to say?
No, nothing else.
Jefe, you have anything to say?
I do not, other than one thing. Carl. Hey. Canada. Hey. Carl in Canada. Hey. Look, pointing at each other. Pointing at you. Pointing at each other. Pointing at you. Pointing at him. Pointing at him. Pointing at you. Tune in tomorrow for JD's hot NBA takes and my Sports Earth tour of the NL Central. I will deep dive. I will have a deep dive into the Cincinnati Reds and that whole shambles system.
It's been a blast. JD, please do the thing so I can hit the button and then we do the thing.
Let's fucking win, guys.
Let's fucking win. Big day. JD's betting all the basketball games, the NBA games. You know where it is. Hit him up for your favorite NBA props. Carl! It's a good part of the song, not ending until this part of the song ends.